Greetings all. Well, as you can see, I'm behind the wheel again. Solo. Stace is at work, but before he left, he was very kind and helped me kind of set things back up, refresh, cleanse things out, this sort of thing. And woo, Spirit is itching to go. Had many signs today saying you've got reeds, including Stace saying I can see you've got reeds, and I'm like, I know. All right, so I'm gonna get going here, and we'll see what again, as per usual, I don't know who we're reading to. I haven't set any intention. I feel like I want the universe to tell me what the universe has to say to our viewership out there. All right, here we go. All right, we've got somebody that's moving on to calmer waters. This acted like it wanted to kind of come out in somebody's downline, but it did this. So we've got the Six of Swords. I'm going to honor it in the upright. What of the Six of Swords? Somebody's moving on to something. Oh, somebody is managing tasks. So to move into the Six of Swords, we've got somebody here that has yet to lay down some burdens. So they need to learn to say, I'm sorry, I'm not available. Gosh. We've got somebody here with the Three of Pentacles reversed. They're refusing to learn that about themselves. And they're staying in disharmony with others, is what Spirit is. Yeah, that's what my mom is saying. Yeah, this is somebody that if they should want to move into the Six of Swords, calmer waters, they need to start listening to Spirit, to the messages that are coming to them, and understand that what Spirit is trying to say to you is, you've got to start learning to lay down those burdens, and stop putting yourself in disharmony or, disharmonious relationships with others. This is an interesting storyline. Oh, and they're saying you should do it quickly. You need to do this very quickly, whoever this is for. Okay. Anything else? I feel like I'm going to have to get some really good clarifiers here. Whoever is not doing this, they're saying there's a reason that you're not doing it. They're saying you're letting arrogance block your path here, and you're letting arrogance cause you to fail. Your Nine of Cups is completely in reverse. Anything else from here? Whoa. They're saying put an end to your arrogance. Quickly put an end to your arrogance. Okay, put the Ten of Swords in it, whoever this is, so that you can start going into calmer waters. They want to see you going into calmer waters. That's my mom in my ear again today, and she's saying that's exactly what this person needs to do. Is people are trying to talk to you about your future, and however, you're not hearing that. So you've got the wheel in reverse. They're saying you're not in control of yourself. You're not breaking cycles. And if it looks like you have bad luck and lots of disappointment, there's a reason for that. My mom is reiterating back to this Ten of Swords. You have to put a Ten of Swords in whatever this arrogance is and whoever it is that you're picking fights with out there. This is interesting. You're not spinning your own wheel at all. Okay. Here it is. This is the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor is coming to me in reverse, literally. You've only got one card in the upright, and that is if you want the Six of Swords. If you want peace, you're going to have to put an end to the arrogant way, the fighting, the bickering, the way you're treating people. An Emperor in reverse is somebody that is, literally I'm going to read you the words on the cards. Tyrannical, okay? You're rigid, you're cold, you're immature, okay? So my mom is saying this person is like their own worst enemy. is what she's saying. You are your own worst enemy, whoever this message is for. I'm going to go ahead and ask, who is this Emperor in reverse, and see if I can get any clarification. And maybe this Emperor in reverse and the Wheel in reverse, just to see if they can give us a little bit more hints about who this might be. Okay? All right. They want to throw the book at you. When the cards start singing and humming, they just want to go, yes, you've got the devil in the upright. My mom is saying, stick that right between the Wheel in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. You are somebody that has very, very, very bad habits. And my mom is saying, additionally, your people who know you are literally saying you're just not a nice person currently. Those habits are causing you to say horrible, awful things, is what my mom is saying to other people. But guess what? Other people and spirit are dropping a tower right on you, right on top of this person. Oh my goodness. And I will say about the tower, if you watch tarot at all, you realize that the tower, when it gets pulled for you, especially if this is how you're behaving, and the tower is getting pulled, this is literally people that are in, near, around you that are like, nope, nope, not today, Satan. Literally, not today, Satan. The devil's sitting right next to this tower. The people that are in and around you are operating, spirit is like helping. The people in and around you say, not today, Satan. Whoever this is, whatever these habits are, they're causing you to act in certain ways, and people around you are starting to just, Mom says, pull the rug out from underneath you. If everything feels like it's dropping and falling in and around whoever this is, the Emperor in reverse, bad luck with the Wheel, can't spin anything new, can't try anything new, it's because you're refusing to get rid of the habits. But the people around you, my mom is saying, spirit is helping them to drop it, to drop right one, to where you literally are going to, what my mom says, whoever this is for is literally going to find themselves very, very, very quickly, my mom says, because that's what that 8, very quickly, this person is going to discover that they have hit rock fucking bottom. They have no help from anyone because of the way they act, the way they behave, and that's it. That's it for them. So this person, I mean, I swear this could really be anybody that is obviously suffering any kind of bad habits. I know yesterday we had somebody that was suffering from alcoholism. This could be anyone. Devilish habits usually refer to addictions, but in this case, given how I see this person treats other people, this could be somebody's just horrible, awful boss. Something is coming though. Tower, the people in and around you, you're getting knocked out. My mom says literally he's getting knocked out one by one, and she's saying he again. He is getting knocked out one by one by one by one by one. Everyone in your circle, in your family, are starting to understand that they cannot support you. They cannot assist you because of the way you treat them. My mom is saying that this is more than just addictions. She said it is connected as well. She said even if this person didn't have all of this stuff going on, they would still be, she's saying, peacocking. You would still be peacocking. You would be acting as if the world owes you something. Acting like everybody in and around you, what she's saying. And she said, and that there is an addiction too. It's something that we don't often talk about in terms of addictions. When someone treats everybody in and around them as if they owe them simply because, hey, I'm here, I'm alive, I don't have to do anything for anyone because, man, I'm magnificent. Everybody that comes to this planet, my mom wants me to say, to whoever it is that's doing this, the Emperor in reverse, does not have a self-awareness of themselves enough to understand that everybody that comes to this planet come here to do work on their souls. The reason you get actual work in real life is related to matrixy things, she's saying. Yes, there are matrixy things out there, but even if we didn't have the systems that we have that we know are old and kind of starting to move out, what my mom wants whoever this is, whoever this person, to understand that all of us are still part of a larger network of collectives, all of like one big collective. And like where you're at in your community, that is a version of your collective versus where I'm at. That's I'm in a version of my collective, right? In my community. And all of us that come down here to encompass these avatars are supposed to be learning how to drop these towers and drop these devils. And what she's saying is whoever this is, the addiction is that this person doesn't seem to know or understand that they can't just go around and get nasty and negative and vicious and vile with my mom is saying, say, bite the hand that feeds. Whoever this is, part of their addiction is biting the hand that feeds. And that in and of itself is also an addiction. They're addicted to telling people, other people that are in and around them within their community, within their support system, that they are entitled, without also being a part of I guess I'm going to use the word like understanding that saying that it takes a village. You're supposed to be part of the village and contributing to the village is what my mom is saying. So this is a different kind of addiction. She said she doesn't think that people often recognize that as an addiction, but it is an addiction in and of itself, that entitlement piece. She said entitlement can very quickly become an addiction, just running around demanding that everybody else give you what you feel like in your mind you're entitled to. She said, and that addiction typically leads to other kind of addictions. So, gosh, I hope this makes sense, because that's a very different type of a read, I think. I don't think I've ever heard anybody refer to entitlement as an addiction. And my mom on the other side is saying they absolutely see that on the other side as an addiction. So I wouldn't have ever thought of that. That's really interesting. Let me go ahead and get for whoever this person is, your sacred wounding. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, they want to throw them all. Okay, I'm going to take just this one. She says take this one too. Okay. And then I'm gonna leave it alone because they wanted to. They're like, there's where to begin. My mom is saying where to begin with this person, but these two are a good start. This is a rejection wound, and what my mom is saying is to tell this person that this is what you are causing yourself and what you are causing others around you. You are literally actively causing people trauma, is what she's saying. So you need to heal your own rejection wound. It will show up as a fear of being abandoned or unworthy, often rooted in early experiences of rejection or inconsistency. It can leave you guarded in relationships where closeness feels unsafe and connection is carefully controlled instead of open, secure, or emotionally nourishing over time. And I believe I just said that. You are not being a contributor to your own village. So, and yes, she's saying that it's because in your mind there was an earlier abandonment that you continue to feed that. She's saying you continue to feed this particular devil, and whoever this is for, she is saying, I want to make sure I say this right. Whoever this is for, what my mom is explaining and saying to me is that you continue to feed this and feed it in the way of trying to deliberately make others feel less themselves, reminding somebody of, hey, you did such and such back when I was like 6 or what, whatever the age be, and that you just keep throwing that in somebody else's face, somebody else that also had woundings of their own, that they may have placed you somewhere temporarily out of the way so that you weren't in harm's way. They didn't want you exposed to something like this. But that you keep bringing that up over and over and over and over and over again, which is an indicator that you want to keep she's saying that you're rewounding both yourself and the person or persons that you're bringing that up in. She said that's an addiction. You are addicted to this thing, she says. The abuse wound. She said you are also very addicted to this. She said there's several in here that I could have pulled, but the two main for you, she's saying, are these two. She's acknowledging the need for you to address the abuse wound will show up as an intense response to situations that trigger past memories of physical, emotional, or verbal abuse, often resulting in a mistrust of others, fear of being hurt again. These triggers can pull you back into old survival. Exactly what she's saying. It just keeps pulling you back over and over and over again. And she said it's like you're addicted to it. It pulls you back into these old survival patterns, causing present moments to feel unsafe and reinforcing the belief that harm is always just beneath the surface. One second, she's talking to me. So what she's saying that they see you doing on the other side, because they're saying for you these things are these are the actual addictions for you. They're not asking you to pull something out of your arm or out of your nose or stop swallowing something. They're saying that you are addicted to these things instead of being willing to once and for all sit down, write it out, do a book, do a journal, do whatever it is that you need to do, and then let the universe take care of itself. It'll take care of itself. So whoever is doing this, what you're being told is that you need to understand and see yourself as an addict to the pain. And she is saying that whoever is in your immediate family, she's saying your family, you need to know that they are one by one done. They're done, because when you keep redoing that with them every time, what she's showing me is someone who's trying to talk across, like an older female trying to talk across to either a younger male, possibly, she said even there's a couple of females in here too. She said there's a couple of males that this will resonate with the moms out there, that when you try to talk to the younger, like your kid or your grandkid or something like this, or maybe your niece, your nephew, something like this, it's just immediately into this. And they see this as an addiction on the other side. This is just these these individuals refusing to put this down. So that's very interesting. I had never even realized, I wouldn't have even thought of that. So Spirit is saying, no, it is time to go ahead, and they say oftentimes, my mom is saying, somebody out there, more than one somebody's out there, utilize this as an excuse for why they're not doing what they need to do to contribute to the overall village. They're not trying to grow themselves, and she said it's not even a matter of they're not awakened or they don't understand. They are just using just outright arrogance, creating fights, unnecessary fights, making everyone around them feel like they have to walk on eggshells, stuff like that. This is an interesting one. Okay. Just sounds like whoever this goes to, just know your people are done. Yeah, karma's coming for you. The universe is literally allowing one by one person to say, no, you either go get that fixed, or that essentially my mom's saying you're not going to be able to get away with that anymore. They're calling you this in a not nice way. This means you're not intuitive, okay? Just the way you talk to people is what I hear my mom saying. You talk very disrespectfully. You get angry, you get explosive. My mom's saying, around people who are trying to be this, high vibes with you, when they go high, you're the one that goes low, she says. Ooh, I wouldn't have even thought of this. This is, okay. Anything else on this side? No? Okay. You check the other side of the kipperish. She's literally saying when the older generation goes high, that's like immediately a trigger for you to go low. So, it's very interesting. And whoever this is out there is shutting you off from these addictions. Is this correct? Yeah. Whoever this person is, they also happen to have a twin flame out there. My mom is saying, it's too bad that every time everybody else goes high, you tend to go low. Okay. They're not going to give that. My mom is saying they ain't even going to begin to give you that until after you learn to start going high. These two, she says, are interconnected for you. They will not give you that until you stop and you put down these woundings and you start doing as whoever it is that's inviting you. My mom is saying somebody is inviting. She's like at least one or two people out there are being invited into mental health counseling sessions with the older, and they're like, no, fuck you, is what she's saying. She's showing me that somebody's saying, no, fuck you, you hurt me, you did this, you did that, at the drop of a hat. And they're saying that's what makes you this. And they are not about to hand you a twin flame, is what they're saying. Twin flames come online after we learn to address our woundings and get it all out in one type of thing, and then give the forgiveness. And they're saying whoever this is refusing to do that. So that comes first before the twin flame. Getting rid of this, twin flame journeys are no fucking joke. Seriously, they're hard, because you see the last of that stuff that has to be addressed with your twin flame. I mean, they're amazing. They're amazing journeys. Stace and I love our journeys, but like once a month when the moon comes at us, we're like, oh, here we go, Now we're getting very good at it because we have stabilized and understand the patterning of it, and we're like, you know what? And he's so good and effective at it now that he just knows how to say, baby, what can I do for you? And then when I see him in that, baby, what can I do for you? Why are you in anger? Why are you in upset? But they Spirit is saying, my mom is literally telling whoever this is, you're not going to get that at all. You're going nowhere. They're saying you are going nowhere near that until you stop with these, until you learn how to talk respectfully. Stop telling whoever these other older adults is. I'm taking this, to me it looks like a parent situation here, or parents situation, that you're saying, fuck you, I'm entitled, I'm here because of you, things like that. And that's what my mom is showing me, that's your response whenever they try to help or assist and say, let's get some help or assistance. So, okay. There's that. Let me go ahead and do some moonology. Maybe this will help whoever is out there know that you've really got to deal with those addictions. And I wouldn't have even thought of those as an addiction, but my mom is saying yes, and they see it as that on the other side. It's a very, very, very unhealthy way to handle things. I mean, it makes sense that it's an unhealthy way to handle things. And I will say this for whoever's doing this, I think my whole entire generation has probably had a variant of this at some point that we refused to see, we refused to address once upon a time. This tells me Spirit is trying to wake and shake somebody and explain to them that they take that very seriously, okay? All right. See if we can find your moon, whoever this is. Oh, they want to give it all. They want to give you all the moons. All right, there it is. It's in reverse though, okay? So, new moon in Cancer, focus on creating emotional safety and nurturing relationships. Nurturing emotional growth and safety came to me in the reverse for this person. So there's work to do there. That's your verification that that's exactly what you've got to do. You've got to heal those rejection and abuse wounds. And they said there's a couple more in here for you. And because I chose not to pull a whole entire book for you, they're saying that as whoever it is in your community, your home, starts shutting you down, and what I'm seeing is my mom is saying they're putting this person out. And so this person is going to be forced into doing the works they need to do in order to reestablish safe and trusting relationships is what she's showing me, because people won't put up with that kind of treatment. And Spirit doesn't ask people who have made mistakes in the past to just keep being rewounded, having to relive them over and over again. We're not asked to do that. Once we do our healing journeys and we put out into the universe how very sorry we are, we understand. Oh, my mom is saying it's an eat, love, pray thing. Maybe watch that movie. It's an eat, love, pray thing. You say you're sorry, and once somebody says they're sorry, if somebody doesn't forgive them, they do not have to still stick around for somebody else to abuse them and act as if they're entitled to that person paying them the world, doing everything for them. Nobody is here to be enslaved. Nobody. Not your parents, not your grandparents. No one in your home, in your community, is here to be enslaved and to be stuck with all of this. So once somebody has given a real and true apology, and if you don't accept it, then that means you're the party that can't be there anymore. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to whoever this is. All right. My mom says, oh, it's going to make sense. Oh, it's definitely going to make sense is what I hear her saying. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get some angel numbers for whoever this may be. And then I wish whoever is being treated like that all the very, very best. Sounds like you were about to do the hard thing. We've got 1414. Light up, mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, and quality. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or in addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. And what did I say? Spirit is literally telling this person, we are not going to let you anywhere near a twin flame. They're literally verifying that you have twin flame. There's one out there. They're not letting you anywhere near that person until you do the hard works first and you stop abusing those people around you and utilizing something that happened to you. There, my mom is showing something that happened to somebody that's like pushing towards their 40s that is still going around and yelling at their parent, their sibling, their family over something that happened to them when they were like, they're showing me people that were like 8 or 9. So that's not, yeah. They're saying they will not let you go anywhere near a twin flame, and they're confirming. My mom is saying 2 or 3 of you out there have a twin flame. You have them. They're here. Part of the journey is that you must get rid of these things first. You've got to give those back to the universe. You got to let the universe have them. Have it back. If I were you, I would want to. You know what I mean? Give it back. Give it back. All right, I'm going to get one of these as well. I'm going to try and help this person as much as I possibly can, okay? These are just kind of similar oracles that Stace would hold on this side, but these I'm a little more comfortable and confident in using. So there it is right there. Healthy competition is driving you to improve. It provides motivation and leads to personal growth through interactions with others. So they're telling me that that's what healthy conversations look like, is something that motivates you to grow and to mature. My mom is saying in this person's case, they're like this. So let me read the other side too. Competition may be turning into rivalry or jealousy, creating pressure and dis-ease in relationships. So she's saying diseased. You are literally treating your relationships like they are a competition and not a healthy one, is what my mom is saying to say to you. All right. I feel like there was, no, I gave Moonology, I gave the angel number, and I feel like I've given that, the woundings. Oh, here's kind of a new one for folk out there. These are called the burn cards, okay? I'm going to pull a burn card for whoever this is, and then it just gives you a question, and this might be helpful for you in terms of when you journal. If you're not journaling yet, this might be a way for you to start journaling. That is one of the, writing down the past hurts, the past harms, and then giving them back to the universe. You can literally write something down, write the question down, and then write your answer down, and then decide, this is something that I'm going to be over and done with, or this is something that I want for my future, and this is how I'm going to get to it. Okay? And then you could actually, if it's a terrible something that you need to burn away, then you can burn it away. Okay? We're not allowed to do black magic against people, so you can't write, oh, hey, I hope so-and-so out there is blah, 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 blah. But you can definitely write thoughtful journalist type questions, and if it's something that you know that you need to give back to the universe, you need to give it back to Mother Earth, to Gaia, to the universe to help you get rid of it, okay? All right, so for this person, can we please get a burn question for them? All right, bear with me. This is the first time I'm working with this set of cards. All right. And for you, you got the secret card, and it says, the one thing I desire most of all. I like this burn question for whoever this is, because I think if you decide the one thing that you desire most of all, for example, is that twin flame, you're going to start going back and you're going to start saying, how am I going to get to it? Well, guess what? That crazy tarot lady just told me that I've got some devils I got to work on, and I got to work on how I talk to people. Twin flames, I tell you, if Stace and I were doing whatever, the things that this person were doing to each other on a daily, talking to each other, blaming each other, yelling, screaming, threatening, demanding that somebody else go back and fix wounds that they don't have the ability to fix for you. You have to fix them for yourself. That's number one. If I were running around and telling Stace, or he were doing the same to me, I would definitely know that's not my twin flame. Because that's not... Most people in life want somebody that respects them, that will protect them, that will love them. So yeah, I think that this is somebody that I'm glad that they called me to the table, and that they were like, no, we really have something serious to say. Let me go ahead and get some dice. Okay. Somebody here born in 86 or 87 or 83. Oh, it looks like I'm to add 93 or 97 or 93, possibly. This says that this person needs to listen to music. Okay. This also has procrastination. Now, I will tell you, if I were reading this in a different type of reading, I would tell whoever this is, oh, by all means, procrastinate. But I'm reading this as you've been procrastinating, tossing that tower, but your people, with the help of Spirit, are starting to just go ahead and have that tower, start pulling that tower down around you, whoever this is for, okay? All right, let me go ahead and get some Trinky Charms and see if... We've added now some of the alphabet to these things, so let's see. Oh, yeah, we did. And they threw a few letters. Q, F. We have somebody that likes to sew. The U came right after F. Yeah, I think I have a good idea of how whoever this is speaks to people. We have somebody with a V, somebody with a W, and then somebody with a B. Yeah, the addiction is here for sure. And I think I already mentioned, my mom is just reminding that oftentimes when we hold on to this, it leads to those other type of addictions. But this is somebody, they're saying that the main addiction is that they think it's okay to talk to people like as if they owe them something, instead of them helping within the collective and pulling things very, very high. I hope that makes sense to somebody out there. Your love is in reverse and upside down. There is a Pegasus here, but again, that was in the reverse and upside down. There's no magic. You do have an intuitive that's somewhere near you or around you, or they like cats, and or you also like cats. The ship's wheel. This one came out interesting. The ship's wheel was on this thing here, which is a mirror, but it was upside down. The mirror was presenting upside down, and the fact that the ship's wheel is on an upside down mirror tells me you ain't going anywhere until you hold this up to you and you start doing the work, okay? That ship's wheel tells me that it's right there and it's waiting for you to make the right kind of maneuvers, but at this point, to me, it looks like, well, I mean, actually, my mom is confirming they're hella blocking you on the other side. They're not going to let you anywhere near a twin flame until you take this, lift it up, take a good look in it, and say, how am I going to get rid of these devils? How am I going to allow? Right now, what my mom is telling me on the other end is that it's everybody else around you that's dropping that tower on you, my friend or friends. It sounds like there's multiple people out there, and as our collective is going to grow, I think the elders from our generation are going to say that's exactly what I'm doing. Whether they put it in the comments or not, that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, that's very interesting. Oh, lastly, the rabbit was in reverse, so this is somebody, my mom is saying, this is somebody that's going to find themselves couch hopping really quick. But even the couches that are typically available for them are going to be closing doors on them because the way they talk to people, the way they interact with people, the way they treat people. They refuse to fix these abuse wounds here, so... Okay, I hope that has helped whoever it is out there. I think if you start getting an idea in your mind of what it is you want for your overall goal, like that big life goal, and then you start making littler, smaller goals, one at a time. Spirit is saying, and my mom is saying, the first thing is they're going to be taking towers if they don't do this for themselves. Sounds like somebody out there is already taking towers because people are tired of being talked to and treated like that. Okay, I hope that helps out there. I send much love to all, okay? All right, bye.